Welcome back, everybody. Let's now cross back to Palesa, who is in Orange Farm, and she'll be joined by the CEO of the SABC Foundation, Cupido, and as well as one of the beneficiaries of the housing project taking place there. A very good morning to you again, Palesa. It's over to you.
It's a very good morning to you, of course, once again, and a very good morning to our viewers. Like Simpiwe said, we're still coming to you live from Dresik 4 here in Orange Farm. We are in south of Gauteng, approximately 45 kilometers from Johannesburg. We're here, of course, to celebrate the Nelson Mandela International Day. So behind me playing here is the Jabulile Arts and Culture Marimba Group, mesmerizing us stories in this cold. Good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live. You guys nice and warm, it's freezing. Oh God, I know we can't. We couldn't even stay out of our cars. It's extremely cold, but yeah, we're here for a good cause, of course, hence we don't mind.
Absolutely. Today's such a special day. We are hands and feet for a giant today, so it's very, very special to us.
But the SABC's foundation involvement in this whole project of building houses, you know, every time when I see you, I see a good cause.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
I have to say good things about the SABC. It's my employer at the end of the day.
We do amazing stuff. I mean, talk about probably 2% of it. We've worked with Habitat for Humanity for many years. We have a long partnership, and so what we do is that we find the deserving families that need it, so we help them with the groundwork, and then obviously we give this type of media coverage so that, you know, the country can know what they're doing. I don't think there's anything, particularly on a freezing cold morning like this, I think it just brings that home to us, how important it is to have a place called home. So the work that Habitat do is massive in terms of giving back to these communities.
Yeah, but why the need for the involvement of the SABC Foundation? Or maybe we could just touch a little bit on the mandate of the SABC Foundation.
Well, as all foundations go, we need to serve communities in which we operate. So we are forever looking for how we can partner with NGOs, like whether it's Gift of the Giver, whether it's Habitat for Humanity, whether it's Nelson Mandela Foundation. How do we do this together? The SABC doesn't have large amounts of money, but what we do have is great people like you, like Morning Live. And let's talk about all the amazing stuff that's happening on the ground with companies like Habitat. Yes, we do our bit. Yes, we have our partners and we can, buy some materials. What we'll do is once the houses are done, we go in there and we fill them with furniture. So when a family moves in, they're not moving into a beautiful house, but it's empty. Yeah. So we make sure that there's a bed, there's a stove, there's a fridge. Even if on a good day, there's even a TV. So we make sure that they have the basics. They have blankets, they're warm. So that's the part that we bring into it. We turn the house that Habitat give us into a home.
Oh wow, beautiful work indeed. But I know that yesterday the foundation launched a week-long program. Talk to us about the program.
Oh yeah, there's so much happening. I'm like dashing out of here, flying to Cape Town. We got an amazing young girl, Wanga, that suffered burn, fires all over her face from burn checks. And so we off to Cape Town to the Red Cross Hospital to do another procedure for Wanga. Then we off to Knysna. We've got relief efforts happening in Knysna again, giving back in those communities, particularly again on freezing cold. Cape Town's got such terrible cold weather, so then we're off to Knysna. So every day this week we're busy with something.
Yeah. And the most important part of it is that with the SABC Foundation, it's not just 67 minutes, it's every day.
That's just critical, because the reality is that being more Madiba is about being kinder, being more honest, being more generous, and doing this all the time. And when you are like that, it's something that should be just being good, should be ingrained in. It's not something we actually do. It's something that we are. And I think that that's the gift of that keeps on giving with
it makes one feel good, hey? One life touched.
I believe this is my job. This is my job. I get up every day.
And I believe you go to bed the happiest woman ever.
Absolutely. There's just so much meaning. But also I think the significance of having to be able to do this today is so important. The significance of being able to stand in his shoes. If he was here, he would do this. I mean, particularly I think of Wanga with the shack fires that we're flying her to Cape Town today. She's never been on a plane. Her mum's never been on a plane. We're taking them to the Red Cross Hospital. We're going to be spending some time with her, taking up Table Mountain, just showing her and giving her a different view. And if we weren't doing that, Tata would have been doing that. So in his name, in his honor, we say,
Yes, in his name indeed. Well, continue doing the beautiful job that the SABC Foundation is doing, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That's Iris Cupido. She is the CEO for the SABC Foundation, of course, talking to us about the SABC Foundation's involvement in this whole project. As you would know that, they there for a good cause, as Usis Iris has said. All right, let me just have a quick conversation with some of the beneficiaries of the house from Orange Farm here. Dumelang hleng bomme, lona le ikutlwa jwang ha ile mo matlukia amang haso fela matlukia emi.
Hayi sisiva kamnandi kakhulu sijabulile kakhulu masibona izinto zisenzeka apha emphakathini.
All right, so you happy about that?
Kakhulu ngijabulile.
Izoletha difference enjani kuwe?
Izoletha i-difference enkulu ngoba ukuhlala endlini nokuhlala emkhukhwini akufani. Siyagodola emkhukhwini sixinene sibathathu la ekhaya. Kuna room kune one room manje sesokwazi nathi ukuthi uphume eroomini singene eroomini. Esikakhuleze yona into ebuhlungu kakhulu e-Orange Farm asinama toilet sesoqala sibe nawo nama toilet siyafrasha manje.
Yonke into right. Yeah. So mami i-winter nje izokuthola right next year. No more cold awugodoli yonke into right.
Dumela le kae? Na ke thabile haholo ka Orange Farm plek ya rona since e le teng na dilemo tse ngata le teng le 90 bo kgale ngana ra ke feta mo le ska ka fela. But now I'm so happy le ntlo tsa di thotse di go re ke tsentle ke di bond then ka le bone ke kopa le ska fela mo fela le and le ba ba sa di ntlo tse di tla hangana hona le ba itse gore like no di ntlo tse di tla ba no thola di ntlo so ba tiseletse di ntlo di atla dintse di tla ngana and then ke thabetse di offenses tsa thotseng dintlo then le bonkgolo ba leng khale ba sokola ka dintlo so even myself le nna ke thabile haholo and ke thabetse le motsotso go thola gore ke bue mo today ke
okay o thotse motsotso ke le bo ha he ho batho ba o fileng
ke le bo SABC ke le bo SABC 1 confirm tso o klimo le tlo wa also le ntate Mandela ka bana if inese ka yena ke be today ke sa khona gore ke eme mo ke bue
okay ka pele nyana fela le wena o thabile ke
yebo ngimthabela usoswami kezothola lendlu ngiyamjabulisa.
All right, these are some of the beneficiaries, of course, basically expressing their appreciation and thanking the SABC Foundation all the stakeholders involved in this project, making sure that their dreams of having houses and a place they can call a home have been realized. Well, that's it. I believe when we come back we'll be in conversation with the MEC for housing in Gauteng just to talk about the backlog and such projects and the way forward. As you would recall that a few weeks back there were protests happening in this place, people protesting for better services as well as a housing issue, of course, was one of the top issues on the agenda. Well, for now it's back to you guys in studio.